So in homework question 9 we have the graph of a function f of x is given here, and there's the equation, and we're asked to find the solution set for the function being equal to 0. So we're not thinking about when the x value is 0. What we're thinking about is when the output of this entire function gives us 0. Another way to think about it is we could have two functions, let's say. We could write this as y equals that function here, and y equals 0. And we know what y equals 0 looks like. We know that y is equal to 0 obviously at the origin, but also here, here, here. These points here have a y coordinate of 0. In fact, y equals 0 is this line here along the x-axis. So when we want to find when these two things are equal, well, that happens. Let's just remove that. That happens in a few different places here. One of them's here, another one's here, another one's here. So we're looking for basically the x-intercepts, or the other zeros, or the solution set here. So when we write our answer, we write it as a solution set, so using our set brackets. So we had -1, we usually write them in ascending order, 0 and 2 are the solutions, or the zeros. We can also think about them as the x-intercepts of the function. Now, here the only difference in part B is that we've changed here now to have the output being -3. So we look at what does y equals -3, what does that line look like? Well, we go across here, y is -3 here, and in fact, it's every value along here. So we need to look at where this function intersects with this line. So in part A, we're intersecting with y equals 0, now we're intersecting with y equals -3, and we can see that happens in a few different places here. And the question asks for how many? Well, there is going to be 3. When we can't tell exactly what the values are, we would have to substitute into this equation to work out the values, but we can tell how many there are. There are 3. So in part C, we've got an equation now for 3, the same function equal to 3. So if we go across here at 3, we can see that we have the solution here, and we're told that it's between two consecutive integers. So how can we tell which consecutive integers? Well, we look for the x values here, because the solutions, of course, the variables are x. The solutions are going to be for x. So looking down here, the solution is going to be about there. And so we can see very easily that it's going to be between 2 and 3. So we can say x is between 2 and 3.